Yeah. Why
Is that his real name?
Yeah, Frederick is his real name. Why isn't my... Oh.
Vaughn, what's going on, my man? Vaughn Lewis, Matt M, Kelly Ray, Julian, all snuggle buggle. Look at you. Is it cold out there on the East Coast? All snuggle buggle.
Snuggle Buggle?
Yeah. Who?
Devon.
Devon's in the house. What?
We have missed you, girl.
I see Mike McLaughlin, Chuck Zamzow, Zoom user. That must be your mom. Is that Freddie right there?
Where? I don't see it.
What's
Oh,
going
you
on?
got it. There's
Zoom
Freddie.
user.
He's moving his hand all crazy.
And then we
Freddie
got Matt
B.
D. Brandy, what is that? Is that like a butterfly or Brandy with an IE? Yeah. I'm talking. Yep, there you are.
This meeting is being recorded.
Natalie is logging in. Shauna. G. What's up, G?
Charlie?
Yeah, look at the one.
Hi, Charlie.
See how it's spelled J-I? That actually spells G.
You know.
Yep. We got Mona and Jake, Leon A, 2/1/2012. That's some clean time right there.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia Land. Whoa. Oh my God, you guys.
Penny 3 is
Wait,
not
Penny
your mom,
3
is
is my mom,
it? Are you
right?
sure?
For sure, Penny 3.
Hi, Miss
is my-
Penny. Hi, Mama
Everybody
Penny.
go private DM Penny 3. That's my
Don't
mom.
do that to her.
How come Kate, why did it not be my mom? The other Penny gets mad when. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear myself. Oh my God, I didn't have my headphones on.
I feel like you're super loud in mine.
And like loud and like annoying loud. But how come see Katie? Look at Katie's background. It looks like our studio. Where did she go? Where did Katie go? Is it go to page 2?
We need a timer.
Down.
Wait, Devon.
Yeah, right there.
Devon, can you do the timer because Chad and Amy cannot do it tonight?
Katie, your background looks like our studio background, like right behind me. Well, look at Natalie's.
I think she had to have been here, right?
Oh, our YouTube.
Is that our
YouTube
background?
isn't working.
What? It shows it's streaming.
I see Rachel Vaughn. Oh, Annalise Allen just showed up. What's up, Annalise?
Yeah,
Can't-
the house is trying to watch it from YouTube and can't.
Tell me to go on Zoom.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Amy and they said that it's not working either.
Oh, Katie said that's when she was here for the podcast, so it's actually is our studio background. What a nerd.
It just shows like this, Emily.
Oh, weird.
All right, let's get this party started. Natalie, let's get this party started.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah, just get off your phone. Stop.
Well, I'm letting them know, like, I don't know, like, the YouTube is just down at the moment.
Oh yeah, just tell them to join on Zoom.
Okay.
Sorry guys, the YouTube is down. Let's get this party started. All right.
You always kick it off, Chaddict. Why are you acting brand new?
I don't know. I'm hungry.
Tell everybody why this even exists. How did we even get here and start?
It's working now. YouTube should be working.
Okay.
All right, guys. Obviously, I want to welcome everybody to the Tuesday night Recover Out Loud meeting. We wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for you guys. So we appreciate everybody showing up every single week. To be honest with you, we're honored that you all show up to just like hear us banter back and forth. I believe you show up for yourselves and for our guest mostly, though. But again, you know, the reason why we started the Hopeaholics podcast is because on 9/11 of 2022, I lost my son-in-law to fentanyl poisoning, to the fentanyl crisis, which sparked me wanting to join the movement to Recover Out Loud. And let people know that recovery is real and recovery is possible. And had Natalie Eva Marie on as a guest a little bit over 2 years ago, and
I never left.
she loved the mission too, man, and pretty dope. Her and I had a beautiful opportunity to speak at a recovery convention on Saturday, and we got to recover out loud, man. And I love this shit. I love recovery.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
We have an amazing guest tonight, but before we move on to the guest, I'm gonna have Natalie say a few words.
I think always just going off of what you just said is, it's so important for us all to recover out loud, to break the stigma, and also to spread awareness that help is available and hope's alive. And I love this meeting because, like, our parents are on this meeting. It's for everybody, it's not a traditional AA, NA, CA, CMA, any type of those types of closed meetings. This is one for everybody, because I'm sure all of us can relate to the fact of in our disease, in our addiction, we put our loved ones through a heavy roller coaster. And so having a meeting like this, allows, I know it gives me great joy to have, like, my parents on and to hear stories of hope from others, but also to see, something that was at one time kind of hush about or shameful or whatever it may be, more so on me, not on them. But now it's like, we're recovering out loud and doing this thing together and changing people's lives, including ourselves, because us doing this, like this meeting tonight, it also is, we're participating in our own recovery, which is also imperative for us to, continue to do what we do on a daily basis. So, I don't take it for granted, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I walked through these doors a little over 2 years ago, because my life has definitely changed within that time span, and that's a fact. So with that said,
We have an amazing guest tonight. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, take it away.
All right. My name is Crystal. I'm an addict. Let's see. Let me talk about a little bit about myself. So like I grew up in a family of dysfunction. Like my mom, she's an addict, and basically like my parents are divorced, and like I just never felt a part of, right? Like I never felt like I belonged to any kind of group growing up in school. And the first time I tried alcohol, like when I think I was 12, like I felt like I had arrived, right? Like I felt comfortable in my own skin. I felt like I could do anything. Like I was more outgoing. I got along with people. And what's crazy is like the first time I drank, I actually just like got drunk. Like, and I never, from that time to before I stopped using and drinking, like never drank because I liked the way it tasted. It didn't matter what it tasted like, like it just, like whatever can get me drunk the fastest. And so there's that. And so growing up, like me and my mom's relationship was very toxic. We fed off of each other's addiction. Like we were each other's biggest enablers. And so that's how like I pretty much lived my first good half of my life. And then when I was 21, I had my daughter, right? And like the one thing that I hoped to do was like break that cycle, right? Like I didn't want me and my mom's relationship to carry over, and my daughter and my relationship to like continue like that, right? And so like I was in my active addiction for most of her life until she was like 16, and I realized like she never knew I used. It's crazy. Like she didn't know any different, right? So but she didn't like when I drank, right? Because when I got drunk, I was like belligerent and like, a mess. And so when she was 16, after I bought her a car, like I realized like where did the time go? Like I had been using and drinking for 20 years, right? Like on and off for 20 years. And she started like driving herself to school, and I was like, man, like where did this time go? like I would go to all her soccer practices, and like she did travel soccer, and like I was always there for all of her events at school and everything, but like I wasn't emotionally there, right? And so she turned 16 and like she's doing things on her own, and I'm like is this like this is it, right? Like I had come like I was in acceptance that like I was just gonna like live my life like that, and she was gonna move out eventually, and I was just gonna die in my disease, just like me and my mom were just gonna feed off of each other. And so like I decided to do something different, right? Because like right before I decided to check into rehab, like she was looking at me like she would have like this disgusted look on her face, right? Like, cause she kind of knew that I wasn't doing like the things I was supposed to be doing, and she just was super annoyed. And like I realized that like the one thing that I hoped for was like not happening. Like she was starting to look at me like my mom looked, or me and my mom's relationship was. And so I decided to go to rehab, right? And so I go to rehab and I stayed there for like 40 days. I came out, and like this girl got out at the same time as me, and like we're going to NA meetings, and we're like fully involved and all this stuff. And I meet him, right? Like I have like 6 months clean, I think, and like we decide within like 2 weeks of knowing each other that we were like gonna get engaged to get married. And I was like, this is great, you know? And then soon after that, I'd go to a meeting and he's like, why are you looking at me like that? Or like, why is that guy looking at you like that? And I'm like, I don't know. I cannot control how other people look at me. But so like it was great, and then it wasn't. Like it became so very toxic. We knew how to push each other's buttons. And I ended up like separating from the meetings. And like when you separate yourself, you like start isolating and all these things. And I didn't really see it at the time, but like I know now that like that's part of why like I went out, you know, like you have to stay, and they say stay in the middle so you don't get picked off like out the outside. And so I wasn't in the middle, and so I ended up relapsing. And like my daughter was disappointed. I went to sober living, and I was like, look, I know what to do. So I went to sober living, and this is actually the first time she found out I was using, because I tried to pick up off like somebody off Instagram, like my connect was on Instagram, and she had access to my Instagram. And I was like, okay. So she called my dad, and they were like, you need to go back to rehab. And I'm like, I know what I need to do. I need to stay in the middle, go to meetings, work my steps. I had a sponsor, and like, so I went to sober living, and I was there for, I don't know, probably like 2 months. And I went to work one day, and I ended up drinking after work, and I told on myself at the sober living, because I was like, why am I going to be here and take dirty chips? Like it doesn't really make sense, because that's not going to help anything, right? Like I'm not going to accomplish anything by that. And at that moment I realized, like, do I go home and tell my daughter the truth, like that I drank and that's why I had to leave? Or do I just tell her, oh, I missed you, and like, you know, I want to come home and stuff? So I came home and I told her the truth, right? And like since then, like our relationship has dramatically changed. We started trusting she started trusting me a little bit more and a little bit more as like time went on. And so I got back into the steps, and I put myself in the middle, and I started doing activities like in events for Narcotics Anonymous is like, it brings me so much joy. Doing panels for Narcotics Anonymous, it brings me so much joy. Just like telling your like story and like giving the message of hope, and like just seeing one person, if it's one person come up to you and like thank you, and like you just kind of see like a light bulb go off, like a spark in their eye, you know? And like that for me is like, it brings me so much joy. Like it's just to see the newcomer like having fun, clean and sober is like the best feeling to me. So I'm in this, and I have a sponsor again, and I'm working steps, and I'm like taking all these commitments at meetings and doing events, and like I'm in this relationship on and off with this guy for like the last 7 years. And so our relationship didn't start off the right way. Like I was his mistress, right? Like I was a secret for a really long time. And like when you're living by spiritual principles, that all of a sudden doesn't feel great. Like, you know, like when you're using and drinking, like it's like, oh, whatever. But living by spiritual principles, it just didn't set well with me anymore. And I kind of told him like, hey, like you need to do something about this, or like we can't be together, because I can't halfway live in spiritual principles. You know, like I just can't do that. Like it's not how it works. You're either all in or you're all out. And so like he started doing that, right? Like he started like trying to like get me more involved in his life. He moved out of his house and stuff like that. But it was just like the trust. He always wanted to see me as like the using addict, like the one that's like lying and cheating and stuff like that. So it was really hard for him to see that like I had changed. And that was another thing that really bothered me because I'd been working so hard on myself. Like I had been like actively working on myself and like doing all these things and changing the way I behaved and like staying clean, and like it just got like really like too much. I don't know, I can't explain it. So we ended up breaking up, right? He thinks I'm cheating on him with some guy that works with both of us, because I ended up starting to work with him. So like we're intertwined in each other's lives. Like I worked for him. I was, you know, we dated. Like I played sports with him. Like everything in my life was like intertwined with this guy. So one day he decides that like he's gonna break up with me and he's gonna fire me, and like it like shattered my world, right? Like everything felt like it got taken from me all at the same time. And so like I ended up relapsing. But in that period of the few months that I was in a relapse, like I had never stopped going to my commitments. Like I never stopped going to NA. And a lot of people, you know, won't agree with that because obviously you're supposed to be clean and you say you're clean. But I knew that Narcotics Anonymous was the only thing that was going to help me. Like if I would have stepped away from that, I don't know if I would have ever came back. So I stayed. Some people found out. I told on myself and I told everybody, you know, like I apologized for lying to the groups and the people that are in Narcotics Anonymous. And like since then it's been kind of a struggle to like stay, because there's, you know, people that don't agree with relapsers or don't agree with that. But like for me, when I started my recovery, it was because I wanted my relationship with my daughter. Like that was my goal, right? Like, but today, like my recovery is for me. Like me staying clean and sober is for me, because like I know that like nobody else can keep you clean and sober. Like you have to do it for yourself. And like my daughter's seen my growth. Like it's crazy that my daughter, she used to be like, ew, people on drugs, like that's, you know, like she was very she sets it's crazy. She sets boundaries like nobody's business. I don't even know where she gets that from. Like she's like, so originally when I went to rehab, like she told me, she's like, if you don't get your shit together, like I can't have you be a part of my life. And that like crushed me, right? Like that was my bottom, because that was like the one thing I didn't want to happen, and it was happening. So like our relationship from that time till today, like we're best friends. Like it's crazy. Like she'll tell me stuff that like she probably should be telling one of her friends, and I'm like, I'm still your mom, you know, like maybe I don't want to hear about that, but it's a dramatic change. Like she appreciates people in recovery. Like she sees how much I've changed. So like she understands now that like it takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength to like even admit that you're an addict, you know, or admit that you're an alcoholic, because like the stuff you go through and like just the struggle to stay clean and sober on a daily basis, sometimes it's hard, because like we're not, like our normal state of being is using and drinking. So it's like when you're not, it's hard. But like she like did a report on like Narcotics Anonymous, all this stuff in college, and like so I'm really proud of her, and it's been like a beautiful experience. And like in the process of like seeing me change, my mom decided to start coming to meetings, and so like she's slowly getting into it. And like I even told, like I would tell her like, Mom, you're like you're here by yourself, like just come to a meeting with me and like you can meet friends, like, you know, you don't actually have to like identify, like just come and maybe you can meet some people that you can go out to lunch with or whatever. And like it took a while, but I think it's like promotion, not promotion, attraction rather than promotion. And so like I think she saw that like how my life was changing, right? Like how like my perspective has changed, because like I can, like the world is ending for every little single thing when I was using. So like she saw my perspective change, and like how I had like grown closer to my higher power, and like how I had a little bit of faith, and like she saw that and like decided that she was going to try it too. So it's just, recovery is a beautiful thing, you know, like you can like meet good people. Like this is like my home group is like my family now. Like they're more of my family than like my actual family. So I don't know, like it's a beautiful thing. Like I love recovery, and like I'd say fight for it. It's worth it. I mean, there's some people that might not agree with you or might not like your decisions or whatever, but just stay for you, you know? I don't know what else to say really, but I don't know how much time I have left either.
It doesn't matter about time. I wanna point out a couple things from what you're talking about, because like, you know, the only requirement for membership at Narcotics Anonymous is a desire to stop using. So if anybody's telling you anything, they need to be telling their sponsor. They need to be talking to their sponsor and working some steps, because the only thing around here we do is we love people right back into the rooms. Period. Like regardless of, like, that's what we do. We get loaded. We fucking lie. We do stupid shit. Like that's what we do.
Yeah.
You know, and the rooms are a safe place, and every single one of us, everybody that's on this meeting, that's in the program in recovery, like we already earned our seats with our pain. Talks about that stuff in the book. And then, you know, like anybody saying anything different,
They need to read the literature.
I mean, they do,
Right.
bro.
Because,
They
like-
really like need to jump into the, like, open up the traditions, because like we don't shoot our wounded around
all.
here.
Yeah.
We welcome them back. It's like a party when somebody makes it back.
Right. Because I would never.
especially now with fentanyl out
Yeah.
there and how it is. It's like, dude,
But we also have to remember they're humans. People are humans, man, and not everybody that walks into the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous is working a program.
yeah.
That's why
That's true.
I'm like one of those people too. It's like, yeah, I don't care how much time you have, like but I have today,
Right.
you know, and I can't live off of yesterday's recovery,
Right.
like not even for a set. I tried that before, and I stuck a needle in my arm, you know, and like I get relapse, and I was so filled with shame and guilt and embarrassment for relapsing and doing all the crazy shit that I did, because like people watched me, you know, they I was Chad, the guy who owned, you know, treatment centers,
Right.
and people like to watch people fall too. And I have to tell you, it was really hard walking back into the rooms, because like, you know, I call it the walk of shame when you got to go pick up a white chip when you had time. I mean, my first time getting a white chip, I was so excited that I didn't use for 24 hours.
Right.
That was fucking a miracle.
Yeah.
But coming back in after, you know, and then people like, oh, what are you going to do different this time? I don't fucking know. I'm just
But I'm here.
Like, I'm
Right.
here. I
Trying.
have no idea what I'm going to do different this time.
Yeah.
But you know, by the grace of God, I was gifted the best gift that you can get around this place, and it's called the gift of desperation. You know, and if y'all don't know what the gift of desperation is, it's GOD, gift of desperation. You know, like God came in and put his hand in, and he said, you got a choice today. You can, you know, go down this road with me, or you could keep doing what you're doing and you'll probably be dead soon.
Right. Yeah, like I feel like my higher power like decided that I needed everything like removed from my life in order to work on me, because like I like to people please, and I
Yeah.
like to help other people, and I don't like to look at like what's going on with me. And I feel like I feel like my higher power like did me a favor, really, to show, and I had been asking him, which is probably not the best idea, but to like show me who really had my best intentions in mind, and who was like actually like there for me for a good reason, and like people's true colors come out. It's crazy. Like,
I mean, you just
that's a good prayer.
talked about one of my favorite prayers. My favorite prayer. And like, it's a scary prayer, right? Because like, we're addicts. We're also codependent. We get attached to people. We have feelings.
yeah,
But my favorite prayer is, God, remove the people from my life that aren't supposed to be there.
yeah,
But I also do another thing. I ask him to bring the people in and strengthen the relationships that are
I'm gonna have to add
about him. I do, because like, you know, dun, 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 dun.
No, it sounds
It's
so
my
lovely.
time. Is my time up?
Your time's
What
up,
the
Chatty.
fuck? I didn't know I was on the clock.
Chatty.
Devon,
Chatty.
what the fuck, Devon? You come back and put the
Yep,
clock on me?
that a girl. That's my girl.
Cause damn, I could go on for an hour.
Oh, they know.
They do.
They do.
Look at Chatty Chad. Chatty.
Yeah, Chatty Chad.
Chatty
They already know.
Chad. All right, I'll shut up. I know y'all want to share. If y'all want to share, then put a damn hand up. Jesus, because I could go. I'll keep going. I like Deb. Look at Deb. She looks
Where?
so happy.
Oh yeah, Deb.
Deb,
does.
why are you so happy and smiling over there? Like, I want to smile like that, Deb. Y'all see Deb? Julian, I know you see Deb right there. Look at Julian. I want to see the real Deb and the real smile though, because that picture
she
is
switches it
freaking
sometimes.
dope. I love it.
I always see it's the husband. That's his wife.
Oh, that's the husband.
I think so.
Okay. I love life. How about you guys? Kristen?
See, Deb just said, "Hey."
Who did?
Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Hi, Deb.
You have a great smile. Coach Kristen.
Coach Kristen.
Hey, what's poppin'? Man, first, thanks for all of this. Thanks for, you guys just being here and doing this every week. It's like a highlight of my week. And just your share tonight, hella thankful for it. Cause I don't know, like the simplicity. Sometimes people I went to a meeting last week and people just be oversharing. Like, I love you. If that's what you got to say, that's cool. Go ahead. Like, if that's helping you, that's all right. But sometimes, simplicity is what makes the most impact. You know what I mean? And, I really appreciate what you said. Yes, I was walking to get my food, but I had my AirPods in, so I was able to, listen the whole time. And I don't know, when y'all were talking at the end about oh yeah, we don't shoot our wounded, we welcome them back. Honestly, this whole family podcast, whatever you want to call it, right? Being welcomed back for this time. It's funny because I don't know if I wouldn't have had this community. I don't know where I would be, especially with God as well. Cause man, I prayed the prayer of oh, just remove people from my life. They're supposed to be there. Listen, that was dumb. I mean, it was good, but it was dumb because I was all the people I was hanging out with didn't even have my best interest, because I'm a people pleaser too. 1,000 million quadrillion%. Kristen, the people pleaser. Hello. But it's just cool to see every week, and especially your story, just the positivity, and I don't know, it gives me a lot of encouragement because it's been a great week. And so even just having this is great. And also, guys, I'm hella tired, guys. I'm 5 weeks out from a show. Ooh, super excited. But if I wasn't clean, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be eating my last meal right now. I wouldn't be able to stay in the gym consistent. And I really appreciate you guys. And every week it's a great share. So thanks, guys. Love y'all.
Thanks, Kristen.
I see you over there, Joe, putting on that moisturizer, getting that skin all nice, keeping it. We love that you got that skin routine. I just want to point out that it is manly to take care of your skin, right, Joe? He says for sure. Kelly Ray.
Hey guys, how you guys doing tonight?
Hi, Kelly.
I just celebrated yesterday. It was 7 months.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So I went to celebrate recovery, and I think I actually found one that I like. So I think I might stick with this one. It's not too far from my house, so that's pretty good. Crystal, thank you so much for sharing. There was a lot of points that I could relate to. I wrote down some stuff. Oh, almost dropped my phone. That reflexes like a cat though. So just like I started to use because I was in the military, so because of my traumas and stuff. So I started to use to numb myself and didn't really want to think about everything that I went through. So I would use the alcohol and cocaine and marijuana all together to have a little party by myself. So I felt outgoing when I would do it, and I felt like I was on top of the world, invincible and stuff. I felt more likable. I have some self-esteem issues that I'm working through, so I'm trying to work on that. I don't have any kids of my own, but I do have my nieces and my nephews, and those are like my babies to me. And I chose to break the cycle by not having any kids. I don't trust myself around kids of my own because I have a quick temper and I'm really quick to anger. So I just don't. I think it's best to not. So but I do have a fur baby, so that's the next best thing. Um, but I can relate to having my niece's quinceañera coming up in December, and I was high and drunk for well, almost a decade. So her quinceañera is coming up December 6th. Good night, Dad. Love you too. Uh, so that's something I would never do before either. Like I would always be out at this time, out and about, and be getting drunker. Come back at when the sun was coming up, or come back a week later. You know, I was never around for my family, and now I'm making a more conscious effort to be here. I made a Day of the Dead altar with my mom. I went grocery shopping with her, even though I don't like to go to the grocery store, but I sucked it up and went with her, and and just kind of diving myself more into my family and trying to, I guess, make up for the time that I lost. I know I can't get it back, but I can make the best with what time I have now and the future time that I can have with them. So
Yep.
thank you guys for letting me share.
Awesome.
Thanks for sharing. I just want to point out two things. I just one Chuck's comment was really funny. Um, if we could scroll down there, puts the lotion on the skin. Good movie there. And then I'm what's a fur baby?
A dog.
Oh, dog. Okay.
Come on.
Just
What?
wasn't sure.
Wow.
Kelly, I love you. And I apologize for that shit, guys.
Jeez.
I just sometimes cannot control myself.
Yeah.
I am a 14-year-old boy inside of a
Yeah. Out of
51-year-old
control.
man's
Mess.
body. Look, Chuck thought it was funny though. He said, "Oh
He's a
my God,
mess.
Chad." No, and Amy too. Like, oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong
Yeah.
with me.
Lots of
It's like
things.
fucking
Lots
inappropriate.
of things.
Huh? Emily doesn't get it, guys.
Good. Don't. Don't.
All right. She didn't live in the 80s.
Wow. Jesse, go. Go. Miss Mimi,
Oh man.
my parents are
Oh
on
my
here.
God.
My mom's watching this
Chad.
shit too.
Miss Penny, come get your son.
Chatty Chad, man. Some of the stuff you say cracks me up, man. um,
Oh.
all right, yeah, I won't make it any worse.
Yeah,
Let's just
keep
stop
it
that
straight and
there.
narrow.
We got
Come
we
on.
got we got bringing this back to
Yeah,
PG,
bring it on
guys.
back.
PG.
Back on track. So, the share. Sorry, what was your name again?
Crystal.
Crystal. All right, thought so. Crystal, thank you for the share. It takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable and share your story to a bunch of strangers. What I heard is a lot of honesty, a lot of moments where you had to, get honest. And I can relate to that. It brought up a lot of moments in my own story. I spent most of my addiction lying, like all of my addiction, lying to the people that meant the most to me. Like if you weren't using with me and I couldn't get any drugs or anything like that from you, then you didn't know that I was getting high. I was the good boy, right? Like amongst chaos, and I would always deflect and you know, so I got away with it for a long time. My sisters didn't know, my mom didn't know. I got married, my wife didn't know. Like I was pretty good at lying, and I never understood the value of truth. And I heard you bring up being honest a couple times in your story, and that's what brought me to my knees. Is when I realized that if I wanted something different, I had to do something different, right? And what was
Yep.
different was the biggest thing was I had to tell the truth, the whole truth to everyone, no holding back. I had to, God had to bring me to my knees to the point where it didn't matter what I was going to lose if I told everyone the truth. It was always better to tell the truth. Um, and to my surprise, when I told everyone the truth, everyone that mattered reached out a hand to help because I was also at that point very willing to do whatever it took. Um, I remember writing this down pretty early on in recovery and saying it a couple times, but that little stupid saying that I don't know, I've heard since I was a kid, or you hear around like the truth will set you free. God damn it, it's true. It's true, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I felt so free because I wasn't holding anything back. People could judge me, but that didn't fucking matter because I was just being honest and doing the best that I could. So there's my time with that, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing. And remember, all right, I got two things, okay? So whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. And remember, you can get sober for any fucking reason you want, but you have to stay sober for you. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Jesse.
Joe B.
Joby.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
up?
Okay. Couple of things. A, I moisturize because I'm getting old as fuck. All right. And
Yeah.
someone told me I look like a Great Dane recently.
Damn.
Yeah, nah,
What's
it was a
up?
girl. It hurt a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. A fur baby I thought was half Sicilian, half Pakistani person. I didn't know that was a dog. I don't know why you just can't say dog. I don't get it. I was so lost with that one.
Kelly,
Oh,
you did
damn.
good tonight, Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
Shocking. But whatever. Chad, you didn't have to cut your time off, bro. You were killing it, man. I like hearing you talk, Chad. For some reason, I keep identifying with everything you're saying. When you first came in, now, all that stuff is great. The speaker, you were great too. Stay in the middle of the triangle. That's the key to this whole thing. You never have to redo your steps. If you're living in 10, 11, and 12, you never have to worry about a relapse. If you're living in 10, 11, and 12, you know, you said the spiritual principles, which hits me constantly because I'm always tempted. And it's not even bad shit, but based on my understanding of God, it's a sin. I said this last week. Everything's a sin. It's difficult, man. It's difficult. So I gotta like pick and choose what I could do or what I can't do. Otherwise, I'm just gonna become a priest because honestly, it's just becoming really hard to live along those lines. So I can't. It's so hard, bro. It really is.
I'm
Von
only
Von,
laughing because I get
Yeah.
it, bro.
It is.
I talk to Von Von every day. I send him my image. It's always the same thing. My defect's always the same thing. I'm dealing with temptation, lust, stupid shit that I really shouldn't be even hard on myself about, but I am. And so, I got to give myself grace. I said that last week too. But I'm getting to the point where I just want to be around spiritually fit people.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a 12-step meeting yesterday, and it's funny. Sometimes, in order for me to do a proper 12-step, I need a 12-step done on me. Sometimes I'm so confused with what the right thing is, or what is considered the wrong thing. You know. But yeah, I come because I get so much out of this, and Coach Kristen, you sound really good. You sound like you're starting to have a lot of gratitude on where you are and where your life is. So that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Same with me. I was moisturizing, saying if I was getting high, I'm not moisturizing. There's no way. So I mean, there's a lot of things we get to do when we start recovering, not sobriety, recovery. And I keep coming. I like seeing the lights turn on with everybody else. So thanks, guys.
We love you, Joe.
Love you too, man.
Good shit, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Really good share. Always good share. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like, didn't realize how much I was sinning until I started diving into the New Testament. I was like, damn. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to do a little bit better every day, though. God knows my heart.
That's right. Bon.
What's up, fam? How y'all doing?
Good.
Great.
You coming on
I
Friday?
love
Are you
this.
coming on
Oh
Friday?
yeah, are you
Vaughn?
coming on Friday?
I mean, we're putting you on the spot, so if it's a no, don't say it now. Just text me later. I'm just playing.
No, yeah, me and my girl will be there for sure.
Oh yay!
Awesome. We
Amazing.
have a dope ass haunted hallway. Catherine and
Trina
are like
They're out of control,
bro,
and they're going ham.
like
even more. Last year's was dope.
Last year's was dope. This year's like, whew. If any of y'all are in Southern California, you don't want to miss this. And if you're not in Southern California, you could
fly on out.
fly on out to John Wayne Airport and come join us for our Halloween party. It's gonna be pretty amazing. Okay, sorry, Vaughn.
No, that's my get down.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's all good. That's my get down. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be another amazing Hopeaholics event, like always.
Yeah,
that's right.
I love this meeting. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone, and it's like a freebie. It's like, fuck, did I just drink a bunch of acid? It's like, what is going on? But we always manage to have the most spiritually fit person of the night rail us back in. So, hey, balance is restored. So I just wanted to say, Crystal, thank you for your share. That was absolutely amazing. Everyone who shared, I always get exactly what I need from this meeting. God always talks to me through all of you, and I always hear exactly what I need to. And it brings me serenity and it brings me peace, especially when I'm going through a lot right now. But I heard gratitude. I'm grateful because I wasn't shot when I was wounded when I came back into these rooms. This meeting in particular welcomed me with such love and acceptance and support. Hands were reaching out without me even having to ask. And that's just the beauty of this program. And people who truly embrace it is, we're all the same. We're all hurting. We're all struggling. We're all suffering. We're all sick people. We just need a helping hand and some little extra love and support than the average Joe. But I love this meeting. I love this group. I love this family. I love having gratitude. I love having a positive perspective. Yeah, I love everything that this program's constantly teaching me, that my sponsor Joe B is teaching me, that this group teaches me. I'm learning from y'all every day, and truly grateful for it. But thanks for allowing me to participate in my own recovery. Y'all are amazing, and I truly love each and every one of you. Thanks for letting me share.
We love you,
awesome.
Vaughn.
Thanks, Vaughn. I have to tell you something, Vaughn. When Natalie and I do speaking engagements, we now have a video that we play that talks about who we are and what we do and our mission. Emily made this fucking beautiful video. She's gonna post it on Thursday on Insta. Thursday morning on Instagram. Vaughn, you made the cut as far as like on this meeting is part of the video, and you say a few words, Vaughn. So it's pretty dope. Oh, Wendy's in there too, huh? Nice.
Little cameos.
Some cameos. So hope you guys all enjoy it. She crushed it on this video, man. So cool. Thanks, Emily.
Young Emily.
Kathy D. She got some serious sobriety up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kathy, alcoholic. Thank you, Crystal. I'm so happy to be here. I really look forward to this meeting every week. And I love my home group and the group that I've adopted since I moved to Northern California. and I really was hoping to be there for the holidays for you guys already, but at least now I know that I'll be moving to SoCal somewhere around Christmas time. So I'm pretty emotional about it. I mean, it's a lot of blessings, but I mean, I so look forward to this group. Learning I'm learning more acceptance since I've been doing Recover Out Loud the last year, and more about having less judgment. I mean, it can come back really quick, but I just, I don't ever want the rooms to have someone feel unwelcome. And it's really important to be part of that mission, to always have people to have a safe place to come to. And I love when seeing how everybody's doing throughout the week, and the periodic chats with the different members, and when they let us know that they're going to be speaking. And I love hopping on there and supporting as many people as I can. And I've gotten to hear Allie a couple times now, and Vaughn, and now Matt's going to be on Friday with on Jerry's meeting. So it's just it's such a blessing, and gratitude. I always hear that when I come to this meeting, even when people are in pain. I still hear their gratitude, the gratitude for this meeting, and for the generosity of everybody that hops on here regularly. And I mean, I can't work my brother's program. I just wish that he would jump on the side chat, and so he could feel some of the things I feel around you guys, because you guys are an awesome, amazing group of people, and I'm really blessed to have found you. So just thanks for being here for us week after week, and thanks again, Crystal, and love you all. Thanks.
We love you, Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy. I loved how you got emotional when you were talking about people coming back after, a relapse or whatever. It's like, we need this. It is the hardest thing to walk back in these rooms after a relapse. And if we don't feel welcomed, it's possible that we don't come back and that we die. Like, people die. And I say this sometimes, but like, my son-in-law gave up his seat, and they say it in Narcotics Anonymous ever since I've been in the rooms, man. They say some people have to die so others can live. Like, my son gave up his seat so y'all could have a seat, and truthfully, if he would have known, and I know he knows, because I know his hand is in all of this Hopeaholics podcast stuff, and there's no way that, like, I would have ever done any of this stuff, or gotten up on a stage like we did on Saturday, and be able to, like, I call it a performance, because, like, I'm up there and I'm doing my best to fucking show the world that recovery fucking is dope, and that it's possible, and that you can, like, be a homeless drug addict loser, and like, live a life like I get to live today. Like, I get to do this, and it's because something you, like, my perception changed. They always talk about it, man. It's like, the one thing we have to change around here is everything. But the truth is that when we change just one thing by working the steps, and we have that spiritual experience, our perception changes. And when our perception changes, our whole world changes. The way we see the world changes, so everything changes. So really, we have to change one thing, Just stay, man. Don't keep coming back. Just stay. Don't go. If you're struggling, reach out before you get loaded. Because I said it earlier on the podcast today with a guy. It's so funny, because this is like the God stuff. Like, a whole bunch of the stuff that we talked about on our podcast today was brought up in this meeting, and it wasn't Natalie and I saying it. So, like, I don't remember what I was gonna say, so I'll just end there. But like, don't go. Don't. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. There is nothing, no matter how terrible you're feeling right now, no matter how bad life looks, there is nothing that a drink or a drug will make better, including
Facts.
the way you feel. Because there is nothing worse than coming from somebody who knows. There is nothing worse than having a head full of 12-step program or a head full of recovery or a head full of AA and a belly full of beer. It's terrible.
It is
Terrible.
It's
Horrible.
It's really
Like, I've been there, and I promise you that all you have to do is reach out. Like, there's these sayings around here. Don't leave 5 minutes before the miracle happens. Like, it's about to happen. So far, 44 of you have stayed. Oh, there's 2 more hands. So never mind. It's not about to happen. We got 2 more hands before the miracle. So,
Devon.
Devon. And you all know what the miracle is, right?
Mm-hmm.
We dance out.
Of course. That's why. That is why. You see, that's why I timed him earlier. I beat him earlier.
Go ahead, Devon. No, I'll shut up.
I had to harass you because I haven't been here for like a fucking month. So thank you guys, whoever has been covering my position. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I should be here now. I switched schedules in school. I'm going to the morning class, which I'm kicking ass in, by the way, at school. And I got 6 months and 20 days today. That's
Amazing.
new. And I still live in LA, but I've been working my ass off, right? And my daughter is 5 months pregnant, guys, and it's kind of sinking in. Like, okay, Grandma, you need to like not fuck up, right? You need to not fuck up again because the temptations is there. It's been there, right? Thank you, Crystal, for your sharing. You know, that was amazing. I kept going the whole time. I was like, oh yeah, I remember doing that. Yeah, that was me, right? And by the grace of God, there goes I, right? Fuck, guys, I really miss you guys. You know, I really, no excuse why I haven't been here because I really, really should have been here, but it's okay, right? Moving forward. I finished my fucking 4th step and I'm gonna drop it this weekend with my sponsor. Finally finished my 4th step. Oh, that was great. But life cannot be better, right? Been in California for 6 months and I can't fucking believe it. I get to go home for Christmas and be with my kids, but it's just because I choose to stay clean every day, right? One day at a time, one step at a time. So if you're new here, welcome home. Welcome to a new way of life. If you're coming back from a relapse, welcome back. I'm glad you made it back. And if nobody told you that they love you today, well, shit. I love each and every single one of you. There's a damn fucking thing anybody could do about it. Let's go. Always.
We love you, Devon.
Zamzow.
I think Zamzo's taking us out.
Yeah, he is.
Bring us
Yeah,
on
I'll
home.
take you home. Hey, grateful for another day of waking up instead of coming to. And Chris, I really loved your share today. Brought me back to the stored memory. And I'm grateful for those guys that gave me a hug when I came back in from my relapse. They sat me down, gave me a cup of coffee or water, and had that good hour of talk. And a lot of things sprouted from there: relationships, friendships, sponsors, everything. And I owe it all to recovery, man. Grateful I stayed in the middle of the herd, didn't go outside the herd, And Chad said a lot of things tonight that were going through my mind too, talking about don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. That was told to me a lot. And doing the deal. That's what it's about. And talking about the chat room we have during the week, seeing everybody talking, just everything, relationships being built. I look forward to that every morning and seeing what's going on. And seeing a lot of miracles happen on a daily basis, man. All the wins. And this is what it's about. That's all I got.
We love you, Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck.
Yes, our little group message. What do we call it? What should we call it?
But it's called the Recover Out Loud.
But shouldn't we say something else? It's like our little message portal on Insta.
It's a broadcast channel.
Oh, it's a
Well, no, we have the broadcast channel, but then we have. Oh, you're not in it. Emily's not in our group chat.
I am.
Are you?
I think so.
No, you're not.
I've
You're
never
getting
seen
DMs all day long.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that thing goes off fur, baby.
Yeah.
That thing goes off like fucking crazy, man.
It's amazing.
I'm sorry, I'm ADD as fuck, you guys. So I'm reading chats and talking at the same time.
Not a good combo.
And probably not a good combo. But
Okay,
yeah, if you
it's your
want
time.
to, I don't like that, Jesse, like at all, because like that is like and just take away that you're calling your just no stop that one.
Yeah, I don't like that one at all.
Like what?
That is nuts.
Like,
No.
We're not. I'm not even gonna say that one. I'll probably get banned from YouTube.
Yeah, on that one, lie to
Should
him,
we-
Chad.
Should we look at 41 people stayed for the miracle, and the miracle is about to happen. We are the only.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pointing out our guests right now. We are the only online Zoom meeting in the whole entire world for sure, that dances out. Are you ready?
It's a lie, but it's okay.
That I know of. That's how it becomes
That's how
not a
he's able
lie,
to
because I don't know any other Zoom meetings that dance. Do any of you guys?
Look, my dad's already dancing. He's ready to hear the music.
You gotta live out loud so you don't die inside.
He's already going crazy.
Yeah, he's ready.
Dad, you gotta wait for the music.
Yeah, he's ready. All right, Emily, cue the music.
Cue the music.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can,
and the wisdom to know the difference. We love you guys.
Amen. See you guys next week.
Record.
What did I